Okay, in this Systeme IO review, I'm going to go over what Systeme IO is. I'm going to go over the features, I'm going to go over the pricing, and I'm going to give you an example of a funnel I just built, show you how the funnel builder works. And then also, after I show you the funnel and the product that I used to create the funnel, I'm going to offer this as a bonus. After watching this video, if you click the link below and you sign up for Systeme IO, and you buy one of the packages, and it could be any of the packages, I'm going to give you the whole funnel for free. Now, this has a lot of value, as I'm going to show you. This is an AI product that is very valuable. You can create AI content, and then there's some bonuses that come with it that make it even more valuable. Go ahead and watch this Systeme IO review video, and then click the link below to get started. Let's get into it. So what is Systeme IO? Systeme IO is an all-in-one marketing platform that allows you to build web pages. It allows you to build an email list. It allows you to build courses. It allows you to build full blogs if you want to. And the main thing it's used for is to build funnels. So here I'm on the home page, and if you scroll down, you can see kind of what I just said, kind of some of the main features, some of the main uses for Systeme IO. Sales funnels, email marketing. Of course, you can build websites. You can set up affiliate programs. So if you have a product that you want to sell, you can definitely do that. Create online courses, like I said, and then you can create automations. Now, what I like about it, as we get into it, I'm going to show you is just how simple it is to use. I'm a longtime WordPress user. I've used ClickFunnels. I've used some other online tools to build websites. And compared to those, I believe that Systeme IO is one of the best, especially online builders that you can do, and especially for the price and all the features you get. I don't think it compares. And actually, the more I use it, the more I like it. So let's go ahead and jump into the dashboard, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, and then we'll get into some of the features of Systeme IO. Okay, now I'm logged into my account. On the dashboard, it's going to show you your leads. So once you set up email campaigns, you set up your contact lists, and you start pulling in, start having people opt into your forms. If you're selling products, whatever you want to collect leads for, they're going to show up here on your dashboard. And I'm fairly new to Systeme IO. We can go back and do all time here. And you can see when I started. I just started back in August. So up here on the menu is where we can get to all of the different features of Systeme IO. You've got an affiliate dashboard, you've got a student dashboard for your courses, and then there's a marketplace, which I'll show you, where other people have built products within Systeme IO, and they're offering them either to purchase or as an affiliate program. So if you're familiar with ClickBank and some of the other affiliate marketplaces, this is very similar. People have listed their products that they're selling on here, and they're offering you a commission to promote it as an affiliate. So next on the menu is contacts, and you can see we have contacts and tags. Contacts are all the people that have opted in to receive your newsletters. And from this section, you can view the contacts, you can export them. Actually, you can import contacts as well if you've used another system and you're just getting started. You can do some bulk editing here if you select, and then you can add tags, delete tags, subscribe them to an individual campaign, unsubscribe, you can export. So next on the menu, we have funnels, and funnels is the main part of the Systeme IO system. So here's a few of the funnels that I've built, and I'm going to go over the rest of the menu items and the features, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the example funnel I built for a product that I just launched. And this is going to show you how funnel building works with all the different pages and all the different things you can do. So next on the menu is emails, and that's got your newsletters, campaigns, and statistics. Newsletters would be one-offs that you're sending out. So if you wanted to send out an email blast to your subscribers, you would do it under newsletters. Campaigns is where you set up your main email campaigns. And this is also where you set up your autoresponders, your automated sequences. So here it shows you the name, it shows you a description you can add so you can keep organized, and then it shows you how many emails you have in your email sequence. So if I click into one of these, I can actually see some of the stats. And this is a test one that I just set up. So delay is the frequency that it sends. This first one, where there's no delay, it's going to send immediately. So this would be like your welcome message after somebody opts in. And then after that, the delay means when is the next one going to send? You can see I've got one sending immediately. Then I've got one sending 1 hour after they opt in. And then after that, I'm just sending one a day. And that's how you schedule the frequency. And this is very intuitive to build these emails. And let's just click into one of these and I'll show you how it works. So you've got this nice interface that's very easy to use. You enter your subject line here. Down here is where you actually edit and create your email. And this is like any editor that you've probably used, like Word or any WYSIWYG web editor that you've used. You enter your information, you can add your links, you can format it however you like. And then over here, we've got the sender name and we've got the sender email address. So you would want to keep this consistent on every email. You can add an attachment here if you like. Here's where you set your delay. So like I said, this is the welcome email. So this would go, set it to 0 minutes, and then that's going to send it immediately. And then over here are some of the tokens or personalization items that you can add. So usually it's a good idea to add, you can say hello, and then you could do first name. So you would copy this, enter it there, and if you've collected their first name, it's going to automatically fill it for each and personalize it for each individual that it's sent to. Personalizing the subject and the body often can help with engagement and get you better, open rates. So it's probably a good idea to use it, but you got all these personalization options you can use. And then also on email, we've got overall statistics, and it just shows you kind of at a high level, which is really nice to look at, just kind of the performance of your emails. I haven't used this much. I'm coming from Aweber and I'm coming from GetResponse, which I still have accounts with, but I'm just testing this out. So far, the deliverability looks really good if you set it up correctly, which I'll show you. So the next item and the next feature we have here is blogs. So as you can see, I've not created any blogs yet, but if you wanted to create a blog, you would go and just basically name it, and then you tie it to a domain. So I'll show you how this works. In Systeme IO, you set up all your domains. There's one place where you add all your custom domains. You tie them to your DNS wherever you have your domain registered at, and then that would make them resolve here on the Systeme IO hosting. And then whatever domain you want to use for this blog, just like on funnels, it works the same. You would select the domain and then you would select your template. So there's a few different templates. You can preview them and kind of see what they look like. So this would be like building a full website. So I'm going to select this template here just to kind of show you how it works. I'm going to click Save, Test, Blog. So if you start on the free plan, you actually get a subdomain under the Systeme IO domain that you can use. For this, I'm just going to set it up under here. See it switched to that subdomain and domain for Systeme IO. And then I'm going to click on Save. Now you can see it's been created. And actually from here, what I can do is I can view it. And there it is. It creates just kind of a dummy, a shell website for you that you can edit and modify and start building a website. Now, once I have the test blog built, I can actually click on it and then I can edit it. Here you can see the structure of it. First here we have posts. So this would be blog posts. So if I click on this, I can edit it. I have options to duplicate. I can schedule. So think of this as like a traditional blog post. If I click on it here, I can go in and I can edit it. And this takes you into the editor. And I'm not going to go into the editor until we go over the funnel, where I go through the funnel I built and kind of show you how the editor works. This is where you would go and individually edit each page, each blog post, and it's very intuitive, as you'll see how to use it. Anyway, to exit out of here, I'm going to click this button here. And then you also have pages. So pages work the same as far as editing and viewing, and then you have categories. So these would be like your blog categories. Okay, so next we have automations, and automations allow you to do different rules, have different workflows. Usually you use this on email campaigns. So once somebody subscribes to say through an opt-in form, you would use this, an automation, to add them to a specific list, for example. So let's just look at this. Let's click on rules. So here's a few rules that I have set up. So you're going to have a trigger and then you're going to have an action. In the example I just gave you, once somebody opts in to this funnel with this form here, it's going to automatically subscribe them to the campaign, and then it's going to automatically add a tag for their contact information. And you can see right now, these are the only rules that I have set up. There's other types of rules you can set up, and you can either do it from here, where all the rules are, or you can do it on each individual funnel or page you're working on. And then let me show you how workflows works here. So I've got a couple of these set up. I'll just click on one of these. So if I wanted to create a new one, I would click here. I'll just click any one to kind of give you an example of what it looks like. This one, what I want to do is automatically move somebody from one email campaign to another once this email campaign is completed. So what I did is I clicked on action. So you've got an action, and then you've got a decision, and then you've got a delay. So that's basically what you're looking at right here. So this allows you to do different marketing automation tasks for some of your funnels, some of your email campaigns, if you're doing webinars, and some of your courses, stuff like that. So that is automations. And the next item is products. Now you can actually set up pages to sell physical products, digital products if you want to. It's all here. And then you can set up payment processing and you can collect it directly from here. So I haven't used this yet. I'm not sure if I will. For physical products anyway, I have set up a course that I'll show you. But this is where you would do it. You would click on create. And if you've ever used Shopify or any type of e-commerce site builder, it's going to work exactly the same. If you use WooCommerce for WordPress, it's going to work exactly the same. Basically, what you're doing here is you're creating inventory that you can list on the site. So you enter a name, description, your SKU, your item number, price. You add your product images, and then you can add some like some product variations, like size, color, stuff like that. And then you would save it, and that's how it works. And then orders is where you would see the orders that people have placed. You can set up coupons to offer discounts for your different products. So courses is one of the other features that really I think is really nice with Systeme IO the way it works. You're able to create a course from scratch, have it all hosted here, add all of your assets, add your video, add all of your documents. You can actually host video through the platform, or you can embed videos from external sources like YouTube or Wistia or wherever you have your videos hosted at. And if you've ever used a platform like Teachable to create courses with, I would argue that this is better and it's cleaner the way it looks. And I can show you an example of what a course looks like on the back end, like if you're a user or you're a student, and just how clean it looks, in my opinion. So to add a course, you would click on Add New Course, you enter your details. I'm going to give you an example here of what a course looks like. So if I click on this is where you set up your course and your different lessons. So you would add modules here. You can manually add students, or like I've done, I've set up an automation to where they opt in. After they opt in, they get access to the course and it emails them the login for the course, which works really well. So these are the modules. I'll just click on one to give you an example of how it works. It works just like building pages or building websites or building blog posts. You can use the editor over here. You can add your titles, your videos, and then over here you can add whatever custom content that you want to. And then you would save it, and that's how it works. I'm going to exit out of here. And then from here, so see I'm under courses, and then I'm under this specific course we're looking at here. If I click on view, it's going to take you into the course like a student would see. Now you can see, in my opinion, just how clean this is and how nice this is. So over here you got the course name. You can navigate here with a button, and then it's got the individual links that you can navigate to as well. So once you get here, this is the intro. This is the first. They would watch the video or whatever element you had here. It could be text that they would read. And then you click on Mark Complete, and then it's going to jump to the next one in the course. Then you can navigate that way if you want to. I just think the interface is really clean and it's nice to look at. So that's what a course looks like as a student, as a user. So those are courses, and then you can also build communities, which I have not done either. But this is like a user community where people could join and interact. But that's another pretty amazing feature that Systeme IO can do for you. And then over here you got sales. So this is going to tell you, if you're selling products, you're selling courses, it's going to give you transaction information. So it's all here so you can look at it for reporting and to see your progress. You can set up subscriptions. So if you have something you want somebody to pay a monthly fee on, you can do that. This is where if you had affiliates, you would pay your affiliates. There's a link here for your affiliate program. So it gives you an overview of all of the leads and sales and commissions that are owed to your affiliates. As you can see, I just went over a lot. Okay, this is everything you get with Systeme IO. Real quick, I'm going to go over the help section. If you click on help, all of your answers, you can find most of them here between the knowledge base and the tutorials. And then, of course, you can contact them if you need custom support. Under here, under your profile, we've got settings. This is where you set the basic items for your account. This is your profile when you signed up, your basic information. Account here is just basically your time settings. My plan. There is a free trial. You can sign up with Systeme IO to get started. And then here are the paid plans. I started out on the startup here, and I'm to the point where I needed to add more custom domains. So that's why I ended up upgrading. Like I mentioned before, I barely started testing out the email capabilities of Systeme IO. I plan on probably migrating a lot of my email marketing to Systeme IO just because of the pricing and the deliverability seems really good. So this is the amount of contacts you can have, amount of funnels, how many blogs you can have, how many courses you can have, your automation rules that we went over, your workflows, your tags for your contacts, how many email campaigns, and then this is if you're selling products here, how many coupon codes, how many custom domains. You can set up webinars that I didn't really talk about. It's kind of self-explanatory. And then if you want to list your own products, your own digital products in the marketplace, you can do that. And then how many of those communities you can build that we talked about. So those are the different plans. Those are the pricing options. The main comparison to Systeme IO is probably ClickFunnels. You've got some other software that does a lot of things like Builderall or Kartra. There's probably a few others that I'm not mentioning. I think for the price and the features, I don't think anything really comes close to Systeme IO, especially for this unlimited for $97 a month. You're not going to find that anywhere for just unlimited everything. It's just, you're not. The value here is incredible. And probably in some future videos, I'll actually do some one-on-one comparisons to ClickFunnels and Kartra and some other systems that offered kind of an all-in-one marketing solution like this. The other comparison is to WordPress. I'm not sure if that's really a comparison because they're two completely different things. And when I say WordPress, I'm talking about self-hosted WordPress that you would buy a domain and set up on your own hosting. I'm one of the biggest WordPress proponents, advocates there is. I've been using WordPress for a long time, let's just say, since it came out. I don't think anything really matches WordPress for the cost because out of the box it's free. You just have your hosting and your domain cost. I don't think anything matches WordPress for the ability to customize it. Also for the price, you can make a WordPress site, do just about whatever you want, a lot of times for free. But if you're looking to set up a funnel, so you've got a sales page and the visitor goes through different steps, or if you're wanting users to opt in, and then access content after that, or if you're building a course, or if you're selling products. WordPress is good for selling products, but it gets really complicated really fast to set it up the way you want. If you need to really build a website where you need to really customize everything, then I think WordPress is still the way to go. But if you want to set something up quickly, especially with funnels, or if you're selling products, you're not selling a lot of products, or if you want to build a course and like a membership course or like a digital course, I don't think there's anything that compares to Systeme IO for the simplicity of it, just from what I showed you. And then especially for the price, it just it makes things really, really easy. So there's my spiel on why I think you should get Systeme IO, just the value of it. And let's go through these menu items real quick, and then I'm going to go over how funnels work, and then I'm going to show you here at the end, I'm going to show you the bonus that I'm going to give you if you decide to check out Systeme IO after watching this video. So payment gateways. So if you're selling products, you can connect Stripe, PayPal, all the major payment processors are here. Manage my subscriptions. This is if you sign up to a subscription that somebody has set up with Systeme IO as a user. So I had a couple that I signed up here for. One is still active. When you click on email addresses, these are the email addresses that you set up and you confirm for your email marketing. Now, when I mentioned before, the Systeme IO deliverability is really good, but you have to set it up correctly. So you have to add an email address, you have to verify it, you have to add your domain, and then you have to add all of the proper DNS records like DKIM and DMARC and SPF tied to your domain. So you're going to get that good deliverability. And they've got help. It walks you step by step, how to do it. There's all kinds of YouTube videos as well, but you want to make sure you set that right from the beginning so you can have a lot better chance of getting your emails delivered. So you click on courses. This is just an overall place you can add a photo if you want to. If you have a brand, for example, you could add your photo here. These are some payment page policies here that can be set up and modified. Under sales funnels, I'm probably never going to use this because if you added it here, it's going to apply it to all your funnels. And more than likely, your funnels are going to be different. They're going to be different topics or they're going to be different products. So you're probably not going to want to mix and match your tracking codes. So you can add them, and I'll show you under funnels. You can add them individually under your funnels, under each page, and that just gives you a lot more control. And then in here is your affiliate program, how you want to structure your commissions that you pay out, your name in the marketplace, just some basic details here. Now, this is where you set up custom domains. Every one of these domains I've purchased, I like to use Namecheap. And then you go in, it gives you instructions for each one of these. It shows you the DNS records you need to add. There's also some more help here if you need it. Goes more into detail, kind of screenshots on what you need to do for different registers. Most of the registers, the entries work the same, but there's a couple of differences that they go over. So once you buy a domain, you add the DNS details, and then it will propagate, it will resolve pretty quick once you have your settings correct. You'll be ready to go. And then you can use these domains in your funnels and your website pages. There's a specific section here for ActiveCampaign integration. So if you use ActiveCampaign, that's great. You can add your API information and tie it to ActiveCampaign. So you can use it pretty seamlessly with Systeme IO. Affiliate commission payouts. This is what you set to receive your affiliate commissions. So wherever you want those to be sent to. You can set your notification preferences. You can get emails when you make sales. Comments are added to courses. A couple of other options here. So if you have a team, you can add in assistants, they call it. You can invite them here. And then finally, just a place to change your password. I've gone over pretty much all of the features here in Systeme IO. Now I'm going to go back to funnels because that is the main, for me at least, that is the main use of the software. So the product I just launched and built the funnel for is called AI Content Blast. And this is a product that allows you to create AI generated content through OpenAI. You enter a few basic details, and then it's going to give you a blog post and it's going to give you supporting social media posts. And then also you can create images with this. So it's a really unique product that has a lot of value. Now, I wanted to build this in Systeme IO mainly just to learn, I'm a longtime web developer, but I wanted to learn how Systeme IO worked, all the features, so I could compare it myself. I watched reviews on it before and it looked fairly simple to use. It looked intuitive, but I wanted to use it myself. So I used it to create this entire product funnel here that I'm going to go through real quick. And then here at the end, I'm going to show you how to get this whole funnel if you're interested for free. So when I say get the whole funnel, you're going to get all the products here in the funnel as a bonus if you sign up for Systeme IO through my link. So here on the main funnels page, we have some different options. You can drag the steps up and down, and you can change the order of the funnel here. And you can also click on these dots, and you can quickly duplicate, move, and delete pages from these menus here. So once you build a page, you can use it as a template, and then you could just simply duplicate each page in the funnel and then edit it from there. That's usually what I do. Within this funnel, these are all the pages that I built for the funnel over here. These are where you add the individual steps. In this example, I've got a sales page, and then I've got supporting pages as you travel down through the funnel. These aren't necessarily in order. They can be. If you've got a simple funnel, it would be sales page, upgrade 1, upgrade 2, upgrade 3, upgrade 4, and then I've got these supporting pages down here. I've got training, I've got a terms page, I've got some of my standard policy pages, I've got a contact page, I've got a JV page for affiliates, I've got a privacy policy page. So if you're building one from scratch, you add each step here. Let's just go back here real quick. I should have showed you this before. Okay, so let's just create one real quick to show you how it works. I'm going to call this test one. And then whatever you select here, this will be your main goal. So if I select build an audience, it's going to probably start me with an opt-in form. If I do sell, it's going to be more sales oriented, like build sales pages, or I can do custom. Also, here is where you set your funnel domain. So this is, I showed you domains earlier, how you set up domains. This is where you'd select the domain that you want to tie to each funnel. So these are going to be all the domains that you've added in your settings. And then finally, you can select your currency here. So depending on where you live and what your currency is, you can select it here. So I'm just going to do custom to kind of show you how it works. I'm going to click on save. You can also set up an evergreen webinar, which I'm not really going over, but you can do that as well. So I'm going to click on save. Now when I click on this, since I did custom, it's completely blank, but that's fine because I can show you kind of how it works. So if I click on add step, this is going to be my sales page. And then here is where you would select what type of page you want. So I want sales page, I click on save. And then what I can do, it's just like on the blog where I can select a template to start with, I can go through, I can click on these, and I can pick a sales page to start with. So depending on what type of product I'm selling, some of these are pretty nice templates to start with. You know, for a digital product like I did, I think there's one for that. So pick which template you want, click on select, and then you can actually edit it and view it from here. So let's go back out. I wanted to show you how to create one from scratch. So let's go back out. Now let's go back into this one. Let's continue the overview of how funnels work here. So that's where I add all my steps like I just showed you. And then here is where for each one that's selected, this is where you can edit some of the properties, and then you can edit some of the automation rules that we talked about. If I had an opt-in page, I could select automation rule. I could add a rule to where once they subscribe, it will maybe send them to the next page, and then it will also add them to my email list, for example. I can set up A/B tests. So if I wanted to start an A/B test, I could see which one converts better. And then you've got stats for each one. You can see page views, and then you've got lead and sales if you're selling a product. So that is how you set up and use your funnels. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a specific page, and then we can see how the funnel builder works and the editing works. So here's the sales page real quick. Let's look at the front end of it. Here's the sales page. I've got a video, and then this is just going over all the features of the product. And then down here at the bottom, it can be purchased. And I'm using, for this product, I used Warrior Plus as the processor and a place to recruit affiliates to help try to sell it. So that's what the front end looks like. So let's go back and let's go ahead and edit. Now I'm going to go into the editor and just show you how it works. So the first thing you'll see when you get to the editor here, up top, you've got settings, and this allows you to edit and change your fonts, some of the colors, some of the typography, And then when you scroll down, you got some of your SEO settings like title, description, and then also you have the option to add a no index to hide from the search engines. And then this is where you would add your individual tracking or your pixel code like I talked about before. So for Google Analytics, for Facebook marketing, this is where you would add your pixel codes. You click on edit, header code, and then you add it there. Then also we have pop-ups. So you can set pop-ups for each page. These would be pop-ups for opt-in, or if you want to set up a pop-up that would come up as somebody's trying to exit the page, you could do that. And this is where you set it up. You just click on add pop-up, and by default, it gives you this template here that you can edit. You could add a form like this when somebody's trying to exit the page to add them as a subscriber. And then to exit, you can click anywhere to get out of this. And then finally, over here, we have a preview, we have a place to save changes, and then we have an exit button. So when I click on preview, it's going to open up a new tab. It's going to show what the page looks like on the fly as we're editing it. So this is a quick way to see changes before you save. And then save changes is going to save all the changes that we've made to the page. And then once you're done, you're going to click this button to exit out. So let's go back to the main editor. All we need to do is click anywhere and it's going to take us back. And then also as we're making changes, these right here will undo and redo changes. So if I make a change, all I have to do is click on this button here and it's going to roll back the change that I just did. And then finally here, the other setting I want to show you is how to switch between desktop and mobile. So down here, you'll see a desktop icon and then you'll see a mobile icon. And you can toggle back and forth between them just by clicking on it. So it gives you a mobile view and then it gives you a desktop view. Everything is drag and drop. So this is a visual editor. You can see when I roll over everything, see how it changes and I can select it. Here you've got sections. Sections, think of sections as your kind of your top level container, like your top level content container. Within each section, you can have different modules or different elements. So for example, here's a image element. So see when I click on it, it selects all the properties for the image element. I'm not going to get into super detail on every single property on each one of these modules, but just do kind of a high level of how it works. And then I should have another video that really goes in depth if you want to get more information on how to use it. So to navigate into build, you go over here on this menu and then you just drag over to this builder section, whatever element that you want to add. So let's say I wanted to add another section to the top. See, it just adds a basic blank section. And then let's say I wanted to add some text here. So I'd go up here to text. I would drag it over and I would just start typing. So I do my text editing here. Then over here, I've got all my properties. So I can set my font. I can set my font type. I can set my letter spacing. I can set the background color. I can set my margins and my padding. And I can set my alignment. So that's an example of how a text module works. So for every element that I wanted to add, I could do that, just drag it over. And as you can see, there's a video element, there's buttons. And then if I wanted to say, delete this, I'd click on delete. If I wanted to clone it, I would click on the little copy button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. It'll make sure you want to delete it. It'll give you a little prompt. Now, let's say at the top, I wanted to add, or right below, let's say I wanted to add 3 columns. And I wanted the background to be, let's say black, or I'm sorry, let's say like dark charcoal gray there. And then in the middle here, I wanted to have some text. So I would drag that over like that. See how intuitive this is? It's just really easy to use. And then here, right here, is where you select your color. Let's make it white. And then I want to adjust the size of these columns. So all I have to do is I have to click on that and then see how it adjusts. So I adjusted that side and I want to click on that side and I've adjusted. And then let's go over all of the different things you can add. Text, of course, headlines, bulleted lists, content box. You can add the different columns like I just showed you. Like I said, a section is kind of your top level container, and then you can add a row within a section. You can add a form. Of course, we've got buttons like this example. You can add little check boxes. You can add reCAPTCHA to reduce spam. You could add, if you had a form, you could add a reCAPTCHA, and then people would have to, solve the phone reCAPTCHA where they have to select the crosswalks or whatever it is. So if you added a payment redirection button, that would be like if you want to directly link to PayPal or something like that. So back where I showed you where to add physical products, you would drag it on here, and that's where you would add your physical product. And of course, we've got the basic media items like image, video. You can actually add audio if you want the audio to play. You can add a carousel. You can add Facebook comments and tie it to specific pull from Facebook. You can add a Twitter share button. You could add a survey, and then you can add a countdown like this. It allows you to set the start date. There's different options. You can set your end date and your time. And of course, you can style it however you want. And then to get back to all of the elements, you just simply have to click this little arrow button every time. We can add a menu. We can add a horizontal line. We can style that however we want. Of course, we can add raw HTML. So if you've got code, if you've got scripts, you can definitely add whatever custom HTML you need to. And then you can add a FAQ. So a frequently asked questions section would look just like this. This is just a real nice pre-made module that's already ready to go for you. So those are the elements you can add. The other cool thing you can do is you could actually add a whole block. Blocks are just kind of custom pre-made templates. So if you click on each one, it's going to give you options. So you can add opt-in forms. Here's some different featured layouts you can add. And then features. So if you've got a product, digital product, physical product, and you want to highlight the features, this would be like your classic list of features, in columns with images, or there's different layouts here you can use. There's some pre-made page footers you can pull in really quick. So this would be your team. If you have a team or you have multiple employees or you just want to feature a couple of people on your product, you can do that. This is like a welcome, like a hero type section that usually goes at the top of the page. Price plans, so you can build really cool pricing tables. There's a few different layouts you can use there, different styles. And then page headers, so that would be at the very top of the page if you wanted to have menu items, so you could link back and forth between the pages, or maybe you wanted to put some social icons up there, or your logo, you could do that. And then you could add testimonials from customers with some of these layouts if you wanted to. So that is how the funnel builder works. Like I said, it's very intuitive. Probably the only complaint I have, if that, is if you have elements that are within elements like this, for example, and then let's say I wanted to select this row. Sometimes it's hard to get your mouse in the right position to do it. So what I could do here is, see, I have this selected, so I'm all the way over here. Each one of these, see when I roll over it, that's going to take you back to whatever element there. That's a quick way you can get back and forth between the elements if you aren't able to, roll over it. So if I click on this, it's going to take me back to the row. Then it's going to take me back another row. Then if I click on section, see how the whole section is highlighted. So that's just another way to navigate. That is the funnel builder. That's an example of a funnel I built. I'm going to exit out of here without saving changes. I want to say no, I do not want to save those changes. Yes. Do not want to save those changes. Let's go out and make sure I did not save those changes. If you decide to check out Systeme IO, you can start with the free account, sign up. If you decide to upgrade, I'm going to give you the bonus that I'm going to go over right now. I'm going to give you the entire AI Content Blast funnel. I'm going to give you all the products that are in it. So it'd be just like you bought it, and if you bought the whole funnel. And how much is the whole funnel worth? Let's take a look here. Here's everything in the funnel that you'll get if you decide to buy Systeme IO after watching this review. You're going to get the software. Like I said, it allows you to create unlimited personal projects. You can connect 12 WordPress blogs and you can auto post. And then you're going to get the commercial upgrade. What that allows you to do is create the AI content and resell it. You could actually start a business where you resell this content on Fiverr, Upwork, or if you have an agency, or if you're just a freelancer, you could resell the content. Very easy way to make money. And then there is an AI products reseller package where you get 6 AI products and you're able to resell those. You get access to a 300K ebook reseller package. And then finally, if you wanted to promote this as an affiliate, I'm going to give you 100% commissions on the entire funnel. So the value of that, if you bought it, here you can see the value if you purchase each one. And actually, this is $37 now because the launch ended. So now let's go and look, and I can show you really quickly each one. Here's the first upgrade that I told you about where you get commercial rights. Here's the second upgrade where you get these AI products to resell, which is pretty cool. It's actually 7, not 6. Even better, right? Here's the third upsell. It's 300K ebooks package. And then you get some bonuses with that as well. And then finally, I'm going to approve you as an affiliate and give you 100% commissions if you wanted to promote this product yourself. I know this was kind of a long video, but I wanted to do an overview of Systeme IO and just show you how excited I am as a funnel builder, as a marketing platform, all of the different things you can do with it and all of the value that you get. It's really impressive. Please consider clicking the link below if you have not signed up to Systeme IO yet and go ahead and get started. And then if you do decide to upgrade, like I said, just make sure to send me a note. There's another link below to my blog there where you can send me a note and just say, hey, I purchased after watching your review video. I'll give you instant access to the products and the bonuses that I showed you for AI Content Blast. So I appreciate you watching this video. I hope it was valuable to you. I hope you decide to use Systeme IO for your digital marketing because it really is a great platform. It offers a lot of great value, especially for the price. Thanks for watching this Systeme IO review video, and we'll see you in the future. Thanks.